Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to We Need to Talk. It's been a minute, it's been a while, and I've been taking, breaks here and there and trying to get things ready to go. I'm getting some new equipment soon and all kinds of stuff. I am going to be taking a break off the podcasting for the next 2 months. So, November and in December, I'm not going to upload any podcast videos. But in January, February, so on and so forth, there will be, some podcast videos up for you guys then. And also, some other new stuff but I'm gonna be trying to do and more different type of content for you guys, always free. But please like this video, share this video, comment your thoughts on this video, and let's get to it. So we need to talk episode 8 officially. We're gonna be going down and breaking through fentanyl, where it comes from, who makes it, how lethal it is, and all kinds of stuff. We'll go through it and let's get straight to it. So we got our first 4 things we're going to go through. We're going to go through the Mexico is a dominant source of fentanyl by CNN. We got BBC, how the fentanyl crisis 4th wave has hit. U.S. News, CDC, number of overdose deaths increased by 279% from 2016 to 2021, so about 5-year time span. And number 4, we got USA Facts in 2022. Fentanyl was responsible for 200 deaths per day. First one, we got CNN. U.S. report finds Mexico is dominant source of fentanyl trafficked into the U.S. Fentanyl, a type of synthetic opioid, has been the primary driver of the U.S. opioid epidemic and is 50 times more potent than heroin. According to the report, it found that while 70% to 80% of fentanyl that federal authorities seized between roughly 2014 to 2019 had come from China, Mexico is now the dominant source of fentanyl in the U.S. And then we got BBC, how the fentanyl crisis 4th wave has hit every corner of the U.S. That year, the U.S. witnessed a grim milestone. For the first time ever, drug overdoses killed more than 100,000 people across the country in one single year. Of those deaths, more than 66% were tied to fentanyl, a synthetic opioid 50 times more powerful than heroin. Most of the illegal fentanyl found in the U.S. is trafficked from Mexico using chemicals sourced from China, according to the DEA. And 3, we got the U.S. News. U.S. deaths due to fentanyl nearly quadrupled in 5 years. Overdose deaths in the United States tied to the powerful synthetic opioid fentanyl soared 279% from 2016 to 2021. Health officials reported Wednesday. The latest tally from the CDC is over 107,000 people in the equivalent 12-month period ending in August 2022. This is equivalent to a plane with 300 people aboard crashing every day. Whoa, that's crazy. The rate of drug overdose deaths involving heroin decreased by nearly 41%, although that wasn't considered significant. The rate of overdose deaths from oxycodone decreased by 21%. So there's a little, there's a little changing in the drug usage. So like people who are using other types of drugs are preferring fentanyl because it's stronger. So far that's what we're getting. And then we got 4th, we got the USA Facts. So are fentanyl overdose deaths rising in the U.S.? ? Fentanyl deaths have increased every year since 2012. Synthetic opioid overdose deaths, mostly fentanyl, from 1999 to 2022. You see this graph on screen? So you see the year 2000, 2002, 2004, moderate. Speed bump 2006. Goes back down again. 2008 starting going up a little bit. 2010, stays there. 2012, 14 it hits up a little bit, and then boom, ski jumps. About 2016 to 2017 is just skyrocketing. And then it kind of leveled up a little bit 2018, and then boom, skyrocketed again to 2019, 2020. And then I'm assuming this 2020 part was probably the 2020 and onward. It looks like COVID, maybe the more scarier time there was in the United States. It looks like the more, or I guess not more scarier time, but more, it's unforecastable. I just made that word up probably. Like you can't tell what's going on in the future. It's too wary. It's too, unbalanced. You can't really make a good assessment of what's going to happen economic wise, with, COVID that happened, and then the supply and demand issues and, all kinds of stuff. And now the war's going on all over the place. There's wars. and there's probably wars soon to come. There's probably gonna be more coming. So I can see why more people are choosing the stronger stuff. So like there has to be a causation and affection. So it's looking like that's right here. In 2022, 73,654 people died from fentanyl overdose. In the U.S., more than double the amount of deaths 3 years prior in 2019. Fentanyl deaths have increased every year for the past decade, but 2022 marked the smallest year-over-year growth at 44.3%. So I'm looking at all these numbers. This is looking like way, way, way bigger than everyone is assuming. Now I guess it's making like headline news everywhere, and I've been talking about this with my cousins and my family for a very long time. Like we'll be at party events or even at work. We'll be working together, me and my cousins and family. We because we have a family business, my day job, and I would talk about this, like how bad fentanyl is, and how it's killing so many people, and stuff like that. Stay away from the blues, and we will talk about it. And we talked about it so much, and we got like so dull from how bad the numbers are that we just started making jokes about it. Like that's how long I have known that this has been a problem for like the past 3 years, and people are like things are barely hitting, headlines and stuff like that, and now it's a big topic to get rid of for this next year up and coming for the Republicans. So yeah, this is good news, for everyone, especially people who are losing their kids and losing their loved ones to this. And it's not only people like, how like if you're watching this video and you think it's just the crack addicts, it's just the people who are looking to do hard drugs, quote unquote hard drugs. But it's not. It's not just them. It's people who are doing. There's this kid who died from laced bread. It was bread that was laced with fentanyl. There's people who are smoking weed. Like people are like, oh yeah, it's just weed. Like no one's gonna die. It's not a hard drug, but it's laced with fentanyl. They'll pass away. So there was a couple years back, there was a whole like I was a party full of comedians, and a group of those comedians died from overdose. From they were doing cocaine and it was laced with fentanyl. They didn't know, obviously. Who knows? Like nowadays, I guess there's testing kits, but a lot of people don't use those testing kits. So I'm trying to find some type of like way and figure out how can we solve this issue. And I look back to the crack epidemic. That's where a lot of people go to. That's like another big epidemic that was widely scary for a lot of citizens, and they were all doing it. People were dying constantly, left and right. And I got this from Britannica, crack epidemic, United States history, 1980s. The administration of the U.S. President Ronald Reagan early on began to prioritize what came to be called the war on drugs, which is something we're hearing now, which combated drug trafficking and aimed to end the crack cocaine epidemic. The idea of the war on drugs was grounded in deterrence theory, whereby the implementation of legislation and harsher penalties would deter or discourage the use of drugs. The 100-to-1 ratio between powdered cocaine and crack cocaine was used as a guideline for minimal mandatory punishment. For instance, a minimum penalty of 5 years was administered for 5 grams of crack cocaine or 500 grams of powdered cocaine. So you get the gist here. Like Ronald Reagan, not for the most part, he had the what's it called, the deterrence theory, and it worked somewhat, But what really helped get rid of the crack epidemic was people choosing different drugs. So once you leave that room, now you're in this room. Like, well, what can we do? Okay, I gave you guys an historical example, crack cocaine epidemic and how it ended. It ended from people you being deterred from using it, and then also choosing a different drug because they're not gonna give you the same time as well. So I don't know, and it's also the youth. The youth made a huge difference, because in school they'll teach you, hey, no fentanyl, no fentanyl, no fentanyl, no fentanyl, and they get stuck in their head. Now that they're when they're in these parties or when they see fentanyl, they get told in their heads like, oh, you know what, 100,000 people, no, 76,000 people died. I shouldn't be involved in this. I shouldn't get involved. Like I shouldn't sell it. I shouldn't lace it. I shouldn't do anything with this. I should put it down, you know. And that's what worked with crack. And then now it worked also with cigarettes. If you guys notice, cigarettes is also a big thing that the youth is the one of the main corporates of solving that issue. Smoking has gone down by a lot. Like I don't really know that many people who smoke cigarettes, especially my age in their 20s. I was thinking this, and I just started writing and see like when I do these videos and I construct them and I write them out and put them in like in order, like what order I'm gonna do this and stuff like that. Basically, create what my girlfriend gave me the idea of was an outline. So, and in my outline, I usually always do this writing at the end with like all the information I absorbed, and I did a lot of research for this video. You guys only see these 5 sources, but I went through a lot more than 5 sources just so I can get the best ones for you guys. So save you guys a ton of time. So you guys just watch this video, this 20-minute video or 15-minute video, and you guys get the same knowledge that I found, or pretty similar to it. Save you guys some time. This is what I wrote. We as a country need to be on the same page about treating this as an epidemic. Citizens are dying at an alarming rate, breaking records every year. I'm from a border state, and I see it firsthand how it's in all the schools and parties at the moment. Also, people are lacing fentanyl with other non-hard drugs. Let's take care of our youth and end fentanyl abuse. We need to be tough on this drug and declare an official war on drugs. And that's what I got for you guys today. And now that I just saw the Republican debate, and they were hammering a lot about how to solve this issue, and I figured, okay, I was gonna do another video, but this one was more important. Hopefully you guys found some knowledge. I hope you guys started some debates on how to do this, how to solve this issue, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please share this video, like this video, follow me on all my socials. I'm gonna be releasing some new stuff, new type of content coming out, and next year on January I'm gonna hit the ground running, and we're gonna be doing a lot more videos. And please subscribe to the channel, guys. Help us hit 1,000, and please share this with your friends and family. If you know somebody that has been doing some of this or selling some of this, you don't have to snitch them out, but just help them, tell them to watch this video, or tell them what you learned today, and maybe you would help and save somebody. You never know. Every little thing counts, everything helps, and that's why I'm here doing these videos for you guys, man. I want to make a difference. I want to see change, and what's better than seeing change if you're the one doing the change. All right, guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. This is your host, Jose, hitting escape. Peace.